Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to teach about user-defined function in Python. In general, there are two types of functions are available in almost all programming languages. Those are built-in function and user-defined function. Built-in functions are nothing but those are defined as predefined function. It means the functionality of these functions are already predefined. So we can just call those functions by using function call, and we can directly utilize those functions in our program, and we no need to define those function. So that type of functions are called as built-in function. And the second category is user defined function. By reading the name itself, we can understand we are going to define the functionality of this function. That's why it is called as user defined function. Okay, let's get started. In Python, there are four types of functions are available: user-defined function, built-in function, lambda function, and regression function. We'll discuss all these functions one by one in the upcoming videos. Okay, what is a function? We all know function is a block of statement that are used to perform a particular task. Why we are using function? What is the necessity of a function? The first and foremost use is it improves the readability of our program. It means we can segregate our code into various functions based on their functionality. And also we are using function because we no need to write that particular code again and again. So we can just make a function call whenever we need it. Okay, this is the structure of a user defined function. These all are called as the basic components of function. This is the keyword def. This def keyword is used to define a function in Python. And add is the function name. Function name is nothing but the actual name of the function. And here I am using two parameters. Parameters are nothing but arguments which are used to pass values to this particular function. Okay, and this lines are called as a function body. It is the collection of statements which is going to perform the particular task. And finally we are having a function call here. So function call is used to call that particular function. Here I am passing the 5 comma 10 as an argument to this function. 5 will be copied in n1 variable and 10 will be copied in n2 variable. In the first two lines I am just printing the values of n1 and n2, and here I am adding n1 and n2, and I am assigning that particular value to the variable called sum. And finally we are just returning the value of sum. The return statement is used to return the value. And finally we are printing the result here. Okay, let's execute this program in Google Colab environment. And this is the Google Colab environment. You just type as Google Colab in browser, you will get this Google Colab environment. This is developed by Google, and it is a free online cloud-based notebook for executing Python program. Here we can easily execute our programs. So I am just copying the program, whatever we have seen in the last slide. So this is called run button. If you just click on this run button, you can get the output like this. So this is the very efficient environment for executing our Python programs. Okay, let's do a small change in this program. Here the values 5 comma 10, the first and second number have already given in this program itself. So here in the second program, now we are going to get the value of first and second number in from the user at the runtime. So what I'm done here is I'm just using the input function. This input function is used to get the values from the user at runtime in Python. And this int here in this int function is used for the type conversion. So whatever the input you are getting using this input function will be considered as a string. So we cannot perform any arithmetic operations on string, so we are converting that particular string into a integer value. That's why I'm adding this int function here. This is called explicit type conversion method. And here I'm having a function called here add. And as usual, we are just passing the value of a and b to that particular function by using the function call. The first number will be saved in the variable a, and the second number will be saved in variable b. So I'm just passing these two values in this function call. The function call will copy the value of a to n1 and b to n2. Finally the sum will be calculated, and the value of sum will be returned. And here I am printing the result. Yes, here we are getting output. I am giving the first number as 20 and the second number as 30, and finally the output will be displayed here. And this is all about user defined functions in Python. So for now we have discussed about the structure of user defined function, and how the way we are creating the user defined function in Google Colab notebook. Thank you.